Hi, I'm Drew Georgiadis. I'm calling to order the meeting of Public Works and Planning on October 21st, 2024 at 7:50 p.m. We're going to do the roll call. Chris?
Jay? Here. Drew?
Here.
Jonathan? Nancy?
Here.
Chris? Here. Colin?
Colin Colburn absent.
Here. There. Alex?
Alex, are you here? Okay.
Great.
We have a quorum, and item number 3 is to approve the minutes from the last meeting. Chris Carroll. Peter Britton makes a motion to approve the minutes. Do I have a second? We have Nancy Dunning. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? No one. Abstain? No one. Approval of the minutes passes. We're moving on to items on the call. First item on the agenda is to consider and act upon the appointment for the Employees Retirement Board as recommended by the First Selectman. The person we are voting on is Caroline Crissa, who attended the September meeting, and she is filling the vacancy created by the resignation of Carolyn Tribuco.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Chris Carroll makes them. Right. She was. Her approval was postponed until the resignation of Carolyn Tribuco. So, are there any comments? So that was comment by Peter Britton. Okay. Anybody have any more comments before we go to vote? Nope. Chris Carroll makes a motion to approve. Who'd like to second? Peter Britton seconds the motion. All in favor of voting to approve Caroline Crissa to the Employees Retirement Board, please say aye. 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 Anyone opposed? None. Any abstentions? None. Item passes unanimously. We're going on to item 4 to hear and act upon the resolution as recommended Board of Finance. Resolved that the First Selectman of the Town of Fairfield empowered to execute, authorize, and approve on behalf of the Town of Fairfield for any and all contracts and amendments thereof approved by the Connecticut Region when essential support function.
Yeah, can we move?
Okay, Chris moves to raise the meeting for the Public Health Preparedness Grant Program, seconded by Nancy Dunning. So, does anybody have any discussion?
Okay.
Anybody have any discussions about this 5-year contract? That's
First of all, we're taking the vote on waiving the
read it. Yes, you did first. Oh, right. Okay. All in favor of waiving the reading?
Aye.
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 Opposed? None.
Okay.
Abstentions? None. Waiving of the reading passes. Now for a discussion. Anybody have any comments or questions regarding this item? No?
No.
Let's take it to a vote. All in favor of...
Somebody has to make a motion.
No.
Oh, that's true. Okay. I'll make a motion to approve item 4. Anyone like to second it? Peter Britton. And let's take it to a vote. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None. Abstentions? None. Item passes unanimously. Moving on to 5.
Right.
We have to vote on 5, right?
We vote on it, but it won't go on to the consent calendar. Otherwise, it has to go to the meeting next week.
Yeah.
Right. So we vote on them?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So item 5 is to consider an act upon ordinance establishing a flood prevention, climate resiliency, and erosion control board sponsored by Peter Britton, Liz Ezema, and Sharon Pastilli. Is there any discussion? Nope. Who would like to?
Good idea.
I think it's a good idea.
It's a serious issue. In the
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Got to address it. It's really the two alternates is a key part of this proposal here.
Right.
That they have
That's
two
what I
alternates
heard.
to help fill their the board when they need to. So just making that comment. I think that's a key thing here.
Yeah, I
And
think so
getting the
too.
name right.
Right.
Yes, yes, and adding in climate resilience. I really like that additional.
Got caught up in the charter. It has to come back again.
Yeah, and in the past, this committee half of them didn't believe in climate resiliency or climate change.
Yeah,
So,
maybe that's beforehand.
um,
When was that first?
I think.
2021, they said.
Well, no, I
thought that's when he said it was
I think
started.
they said 2021.
I went after Sandy, which was 2014, and it was an interesting committee.
Yeah, okay.
So, make a motion to support it or approve it?
To approve
To approve the ordinance, the support of the ordinance. Okay,
Yeah.
Jay,
Do we have a second? Jonathan, I don't have your name on here. You want a second
Delgado.
for Sunday?
Okay. All in favor of supporting the act to establish the flood and erosion
Aye.
control board?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? None. So it's unanimous, but it does not go in the consent calendar. Item 6.
Nope.
We don't. 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all deferred.
Yeah.
As they move to LNA and will be discussed at a future date. Once it comes out of LNA, it's required to sit in LNA for 2 months?
No,
1 month?
no. We will manage this at the next meeting.
Okay. Are there any more items, comments, discussions, any new business that anyone wants to discuss?
I moved to adjourn.
Okay, no new business.
I will ask a new
Okay, new business item.
which is that a colleague of mine sent out a note to the RTM about the UI issue, soliciting funds.
I saw that, yeah.
Saw that.
So I just wanted to make a comment that if you could please read that and review that and see if you would be willing to contribute to the UI fund to help vary the lines is really the issue.
So he wants us to raise the money
So he's raising money.
to bury the
He's
lines.
just asking the RTMs if they would be interested in contributing to the fund. that
As
they've already
individuals.
Not to make the
Taxpayers?
utility,
Or as the committee, the political.
No, as
Right.
individuals.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Should make a contribution.
Right.
not to pay for lawyers to force them to bury it, but to bury it ourselves.
Well, the UI would be the one to bury the lines, but
But the cost would be absorbed.
cost would be incurred by UI.
Yeah. Oh, in UI,
Yeah,
okay.
UI would incur the cost, and that's the issue. UI says it's too expensive to.
So we're going to
bury the
offset
lines.
it as much as possible.
Testing that as a Southport community, Fairfield,
Okay.
and Bridgeport community, all three communities trying, we're basically contesting everything.
So this is a legal fund,
It's a legal fund.
legal fund, okay.
In order to help pay for the lawyers,
Yes.
fight UI.
I saw that, yeah.
Is that the same group out of Southport? The
No.
couple started, right?
Yep, Sasko Creek.
Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a
We
great.
get so much wacky stuff through that email that I read it today, but I was like,
All right.
okay,
But that's the simple point here is that he's soliciting funds with the individuals within the art team, being active individuals like we are, right? This
Right.
is something they definitely want to do.
absolutely. Okay, thank you for that. So that's new business,
The profile on it.
okay.
Should have done it in the meeting.
Okay, so we've completed all our business. Let's move to adjourn. Nancy Donahue is moving to adjourn the meeting. Anybody want to second it? Jonathan Delgado. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Abstentions? None. 7:59,
Make my life
8 o'clock, we adjourn the
I'll be
meeting.
going to you after that other meeting.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Goodbye.
Uh,
Thank you.